Hi everyone, I'm Simeon Penev, Data Analytics Consultant at VertoDigital, also known internally as MongoDB. For the past 2 years, I've been leading our AI and automation initiative focused on driving AI adoption across the agency and eliminating repetitive and time-consuming tasks. Today, I'm going to demonstrate how we automated our ideal customer profile creation process, transforming what used to be a lengthy client onboarding challenge into a streamlined, intelligent workflow. This is the exact system we use internally for every new client, and at the end, I will share the complete template with you. Here is the challenge we consistently encountered. When we win a new client and begin working with them, one of the first critical steps is understanding their ideal customer profile. Who is the perfect prospect they want to reach with their marketing efforts? We need this information to build targeted audiences across advertising platforms like LinkedIn, Meta, Google, and others. Most of the time, we ask our clients to provide us their ICP documentation so we can start building their audiences effectively. But here's the problem. Most clients have never created a comprehensive ICP, or they have just a basic surface-level version that doesn't provide enough actionable information for us to create precise targeting strategies. This gap in foundation customer understanding was slowing down our onboarding process and limiting our ability to deliver immediate value. So we decided to create a streamlined workflow that automatically crawls and scrapes the client's entire website, and based on that comprehensive data, combined with a sophisticated AI prompt, generates their first detailed ICP draft. This automated approach gives us deep insights into their business model, target audience, and value propositions. With this foundation, we can immediately open strategic conversation about their detailed customer targeting and ensure they have clarity on who they want to reach and what message will resonate. Once we refine the full ICP together with the client, we can quickly build precise audiences across all advertising platforms. So now, let me show you how the workflow works and build it from scratch. And first, we need to execute the workflow. Here we have description of what the workflow does, but what we need to input is the website URL and the business name. So we have VertoDigital.com and VertoDigital as name. What will happen is the website will crawl and scrape the first 20 pages of the website, and the AI ICP Creator will analyze and create the ICP. At the end, it will have 7 different topics and subtopics, and at the end, we will have a Google Doc in our Google Drive. Let's submit. We should wait to have the GPT 4.1 mini to analyze and create the ICP, and then we will have it in our Google Drive as Google Doc. So we were redirected to our Google Drive, and we can see our ICP, which was the last one we created. Here we have executive summary, we have one-pager ICP with all different subtopics, we have tiering and lead scoring, which are perfect fit for T1, some businesses, and so on and so on. So we have comprehensive ICP of our website and our business as well. And this can be used for a draft, which we can start from there and make it better and more comprehensive. So now we are going to start from scratch. First, we need to create a workflow. Create the workflow. We have here add step, form trigger. Here is the form trigger. The form title is ICP Creator, and then we just can copy our settings. We go in the form submission and get the custom HTML of our description. We add a form element and we have custom HTML and just copy the description. After that, we have 2 more fields. First one is website URL. which is text field and is required. And the second one is business name. Business name, again text field, again it's required field. And now we can try to submit our form. We have the same description and website URL and business name. So we say VertoDigital.com and VertoDigital as business name. We submit it and we can see we have successfully submitted our form and have the data in the output. The next step is to crawl and scrape our content via FireCrawl. Let's dive in. First, we need to go to FireCrawl to see what is going on there and how to get the whole website information. So first, we need to see crawl function. The crawl function is to crawl our website. So we write here VertoDigital.com and start crawling. So our website will be crawled and we have 6 results of 10 pages. 10 results now. And we can see that this is the information from our websites, which are from different pages. We can see the settings that we need to crawl the entire website. We don't need to ignore the sitemap, and the limits could be 20. Everything else is not needed to be changed, so for now we are good. And for format, we need markdown to have the content from our web pages. So let's scroll again. And here we will have results from all of the 20 pages. We need to wait to have the content from all 20 pages. In the meantime, we can get codes and get the curl, which is the easiest way to create HTTP requests to FireCrawl via n8n. So we copy the curl and we go to our workflow, create HTTP request, and just paste the curl. We import it, and now we can see that everything is set up for us. But for the URL, we need to configure a variable because we want to scrape and crawl every time different websites. So we need to get from the form submitted the website URL variable. We get it and just have it here in the URL, and then we will have everything else set up. So we can try this. We execute, and now we have success and URL where the content is scraped. So we crawled the website and now we need to scrape it. So we need another HTTP request. We go back to FireCrawl and we go to scrape. The URL which we need is this one from here. So we copy this URL and paste it in FireCrawl. Let's start scraping. So we can see that we have 20 results and there are these which we already crawled. So now we can get the code and again paste the curl. We go here, we have HTTP request again, and we paste the curl. So we need the URL needs to be every time, it doesn't need to be in the JSON, but it needs to be upper in the URL section. So we remove this from here and we just need to have this variable pasted here, which is JSON URL. Let's try it. So it's not possible to make post request because it's GET request. Let's try GET request. Some of our parameters are not good, so let's toggle off this checkbox and try again. So here we have all 20 pages completed with their content from the website. It's very simple. So you need GET method for the URL which we have from the crawl, and authorization with the bearer token, which is very simple. But you have it in the template, so don't you worry about that. So the next step is to have the ICP Creator from GPT 4.1 mini, which means we need to analyze all this content which we have from the scrape and then use it to create our ICP. So we need to add AI basic LLM chain, which is basic version of the AI agent. And we have source of the prompt. We don't have chat trigger node, so we don't need that. We need to define below. And we can just copy our prompt from our ready-to-use workflow. We copy this one and paste it here. But we need a system message because this is personality of our GPT, and we need to have an ICP creator who is the best in creating ICPs. So we need to add a system prompt which we can get from our ready-to-use ICP creator. We paste it here and we are ready to go. We can execute it, but we didn't select the model. So we select OpenAI chat model, which is GPT 4.1 mini, and we need to have a credential for ChatGPT. We need to go to OpenAI console and get our API key to have this authorization and to use the model of GPT. So we try again and see what happened next. We'll create the ICP for all the sections we need, and at the end we will have Google Doc in Google Drive. But for now we're just creating the ICP, and we need 2 more steps to have the Google Doc in Google Drive. So now wait for GPT 4.1 mini to make this job and to create our comprehensive ICP. So we can see that our ICP is done. The next step is to create the markdown to format for Google Doc. Let's do it. We can get the code from our ready-to-use workflow, just copy it and paste it in our new workflow. Just have the code and just paste it here. Just try. We can see that the formatting is different from the previous one. Here we have markdown, here is kind of a JSON. But you don't need to worry about that because you have it in the template. The last 2 steps are create the document and update it. And at the end, we will have it in Google Drive. Let's do it. We just need to have Google Doc node, which is create a document. We need to have a credential for Google Docs, and we have this here, and just we need to sign in with Google. We sign in with our profile, and at the end we will have connected to our Google Docs node. We are connected, and we need to create a document in our drive in our folder, which is n8n ICP. The title will be a variable because every time we will have ICPs for different clients. So we need to go to our previous workflow and get the variable which we want to use. The variable is from form submission, where we add business name of our client. And now we can try to create the document. The document is created, and we can see that we have this document in our folder. At the end, we need to update the document with the information which our GPT already have done. We need HTTP request, and we need to copy our settings from here. We need post request for this URL, because this is the document URL, and we need authorization for Google Docs. We just created the authorization, so we just need to connect Google Docs, and here we have the credentials. At the end, we need to send a body, which is a JSON body, and we just need to get this variable, because every time the ICP will create different information. But we can see that it seems markdown to Google Doc. So our code node will be called markdown to Google Doc, or we just need to replace this with just a code. So now it's green, so let's try. We can see the document now, and it's updated with the whole information which the ICP Creator have been completed already. The results have transformed our client onboarding process. We now start working with every client with significantly more expertise about their target audience, better expectation alignment, and detailed understanding of their ideal customers. But the benefits extend far beyond just having an ICP document. We begin our client relationships with deeper strategic insights, which builds trust and demonstrates our analytical capabilities. At VertoDigital, we also establish good foundations and create a solid surface for achieving better results in the future. This represents just one of our internal automated workflows designed to eliminate repetitive tasks and improve service quality. We've automated processes across various departments and functions in our agents. Very soon, we will share other workflows that tackle different business challenges and operational improvements. I know sometimes it's very hard to create workflows and to work with these tools like n8n, but I have something for you. I've included the complete n8n template in the description, fully documented and ready for implementation. Simply import the template and configure your Farco and OPI credentials to start generating professional ICP immediately. Follow VertoDigital and me, Simeon Penev, on LinkedIn, where I share advanced automation insights, client success stories, and behind-the-scenes content from our agency. Subscribe here for weekly automation tutorials. Until next time, keep automating.